Hello everyone. So I hope that you have completed all notes of your nutrients. Okay. So before we will start, just we will revise all these things. So in this lesson we have learned about the meal. Okay, which kind of meal we are just eating. Then that food atoms contain which things that are nutrients. Okay, so nutrients means what? The chemical substances that used to live, to grow and to be healthy. So five nutrients we have learned, that is carbohydrate and fats known as energy giving food, proteins are known as bodybuilding food, and vitamins and minerals are known as protective foods. Okay, so three categories are there, that is bodybuilding, energy giving and protective foods. So regarding or instead of the nutrients, again two things are important as a component of a food, so that are roughage and water. We are eating the food, we are getting the nutrients, but most of the food atoms usually have more than one nutrient, means protein, carbohydrate, fats, vitamins, minerals, they may be present in one ingredient or any of these two that also present in one food, means the food atoms have more than one nutrient. So however, in a given raw material, that one particular nutrient may be present in larger quantity than in other. Means what? If all the nutrients are present in one, but any of that one nutrient is present in larger quantity. For example, like a rice. Okay, rice has a more carbohydrates than other nutrient. So we can say that the rice is a carbohydrate rich source of food. Means many other foods, many other nutrients are present in the rice, but carbohydrate is present in more amount. So rice is known as carbohydrate rich food. So same has that same happen with all kinds of foods. Okay, so that is about the nutrients. Now in this our last session we are going to learn about the roughage and water, then balanced diet and deficiency diseases, that we have already learned but in short in vitamins and mineral table. So now we will start our next point, that is roughage and water. So nutrients are important, correct, but these two are also important. Which one? That is roughage and water. So first we will learn about the water. See, in your body blood is present, but most of the blood, means in the blood in more amount the water is present. Means what? Water is present or water is important for your body, because water actually perform one function, that is absorption of nutrients. We are eating the food and from that food we are getting the nutrients, but when we are eating the food, the water plays the important role that absorbing the nutrients from that food. Means if we are eating rice, in rice carbohydrates are present, but that carbohydrates are absorbed by the water. So that is the main function of the water, and that's why the water is essential. Water is most important when we are thinking about the food. Again, one important, that is it also helps in releasing waste from our body in form of sweat and urine, not that type of sweat, that is a sweat actually, and urine. Okay, so when we are eating the food and all, so that water is performed that absorption of nutrients, that one function. And another function is that we have to release the waste from our body, correct, that we are doing in morning. Are you doing or not? Yes, we are doing in morning. So that is actually the release of the waste, that is in a solid form, correct, but in liquid form also we are releasing the waste, that is the sweat and the urine. So that water is help in releasing waste product from our body. So two essential functions of the water, that absorption of nutrients and release the waste from the body. So that's why the water is also important in our meal, in our food. So that is about the water. Next one is about the roughage. So roughage is actually known as a dietary fibers. Okay, I think you have seen that one ad is there. So one boy is just always going in toilet and that mother is saying hua kya, okay. So that means what? And the boy said no. So that is actually happen because of the roughage. If you are not taking the dietary fibers in proper amount that affect your body, that we cannot release the waste product from our body. So roughage is a kind of dietary fibers that is not providing the nutrients, but this help our body to get rid of undigested food. Whatever we are eating, then the digestive system is working. Whatever the part is just taken by the body, that is used as our energy source. But whatever the waste is there, whatever the undigested food is there, that is released from our body with the help of dietary fibers. So if you are getting the problem in morning, means what? You are not eating the dietary fibers. So that dietary fibers we get from the whole grains, pulses, potatoes, fruits and vegetables. So if you have problem, so just eat the whole grains, then pulses, potatoes, fruits and vegetables. So directly we just get rid of the undigested food, we can release the waste from our body. So all these about the roughage and water. Small 2 points are there here, just you have to learn about the functions of water and roughage. Two functions of water, that is absorption of nutrients and release waste from our body. Same about the roughage. Roughage it just help to release the undigested food from our body. And the examples are there: whole grains, pulses, potatoes, fruits and vegetables. In addition, when we are just doing our food, we are just adding the water. Okay, so that is the another important use of water, because without water we cannot cook our food. So all these about roughage and water. Now next new point is there, that is balanced diet. So another one activity is there, just open textbook page number 14. So before we will start the balanced diet, just read this activity 3. Take a tomato or a fruit like lemon, cut it into small pieces. Do your hands get wet while doing so? When you are just cutting the lemon and tomato, your hands just wet or dry? And just carefully observe whenever the vegetables or fruits are being cut, peeled, grated or mashed at your home. Do you find any fresh vegetables or fruits that do not contain some amount of water? Means from those activities we can understand that whatever the vegetables are there, the fruits are there, in that water is also present, that helps to our body. Okay, so this activity is about understand the importance of water. You can also do that, you can also observe that. Now we will go towards the next point, that is balanced diet. Now I have said that you have to eat food that have nutrients, different kinds of nutrients like proteins, vitamins, minerals, carbohydrate and fats. But that nutrients you should get in proper amount, in adequate amount. So when you are eating that type of food items, so means what? That is known as a balanced diet. So see the definition of balanced diet. A balanced diet is one that contains a variety of food items, means many food items are there providing different types of nutrients, not any one type of nutrients, but that food, that diet just giving different types of nutrients in adequate amount. That two words are, or that one word is important, that in right amount, in adequate amount, necessary for maintaining good health. Means we are eating the food, but not in proper amount. Means what? We are not eating the balanced diet. So balanced diet means what? We are taking the nutrients in proper amount, then only the diet is known as balanced diet. Again, in the balanced diet, not only nutrients are important, but the water and the roughage is also important. See, I have mentioned the diet should contain a good amount of dietary fiber and water as well. Means your balanced diet is not only related to the nutrients, but it related to the roughage and water also. So in this balanced diet, we are actually eating the protein rich pulses, the sprouted seeds, many cereals, many fruits, many vegetables. So all the nutrient sources we are taking to make a balanced diet. See this image, from that you can understand actually balanced diet means what. See, blue color, that is mentioned as the fruits and vegetables. So if you want to eat balanced diet means what? Whatever your diet is there, from that 40% should be fruits and vegetables. Then green color is in, that is protein. Okay, the balanced diet 25% protein should present. Then fiber rich carbohydrates, that is whole grains. I have said no, whole grains, that also in 25%, it should be in 25%. And the fats are in less amount, that is 10%. So when see the 40 and 10 50, this 25 25 50, so that is 100%. So when we are taking that much amount of food or the nutrients, fruits and vegetables, means what? We are eating the balanced diet. See, in addition to making sure that the right amount of food is eaten, it should also be ensured that food is properly cooked so that it does not end up losing its nutrients. Now I have told that you have to eat balanced diet means what? You have to take all types of food ingredients like fruits, vegetables, pulses, grains. So from that balanced diet we can take the proper amount of nutrients. But while we are making the balanced diet, some ways are there or some concepts are there that again we have to understand. That balanced diet means not only eating the right amount of nutrients, but some things are there that we should take care of that while making the food. So first one is that when we are just cook the food, okay, that food we have to cook properly, okay, without losing its nutrients. Sometimes we are cooking the food for more time, again we are just losing. Or sometimes we are not cooking the food, means in less time we are cooking the food in less time, again there is a losing of its nutrients. So which things are there that actually affect the lose of that nutrient? See, repeated washing of fruits, pulses, rice and vegetables can result in the loss of essential vitamins and minerals. We have learned that from fruits, from pulses we are getting the vitamins and minerals. But some women are there, they are just repeatedly just washing the fruits, pulses and rice, means one time, two time, three time, four time, again and again, again and again. That woman is just washing that pulses, washing that fruits. So while we are washing that things again and again, actually we are washing the nutrients also, which vitamins and minerals. So while cooking we have to take care of that. Don't wash that fruits, pulses and rice for many times. 2 to 3 times are enough. Okay, next one, throwing away excess water which is used for cooking vegetables can result in the loss of considerable amounts of important proteins and minerals present in them. Sometimes it is happen that when the vegetables we are just cooking that vegetables, if the water, we just think that the water is in excess amount, we are just throwing that water. But when the cooking process is going on of that vegetables, the nutrients are actually is in water and we are throwing that water, so that is again the loss of nutrients. Next one is that it's a well known fact that vitamin C gets destroyed in the heat while cooking. When we are just providing extra amount of food, extra amount of heat, so we are just destroying the vitamin C. So some things are there that we have to take care of that while cooking. Not only it is our responsibility to just eat the balanced diet, but we have to maintain the nutrients that present in the food while cooking. Okay, understand? So just learn about the balanced diet. Learn about the balanced diet, then which things we have to take care of that while cooking. Next one image is there, just see that Bujo thought that fats would be the best foods to eat all the time. I have said na, the energy, we are getting the more energy from the fat. So just eat the fat rich food. Why we are eating carbohydrate? From fats we are getting the energy. So can we eat the fats all time? But no, we cannot eat. But that Bhujo thought that, see, a katori of fat will give much more energy than a katori of carbohydrate rich food, isn't it? We have learned no, in carbohydrate and fats both are giving energy, but fats are giving energy in more amount. So instead of eating carbohydrate, we have to eat fat, correct? See na, so he ate nothing but the food rich in fats, means he just ate the food like samosa, puri, malai, rabdi, peda, and see the condition of that Bhujo. Is it correct? Just eating the fats and all. In previous point we have learned about the balanced diet. Balanced diet means what? We have to eat carbohydrate also, fats also, proteins also, vitamins also, and minerals also. But the Bhujo just ate the fat rich diet. And see the condition of that Bhujo. So that condition is known as obesity. Obesity means what? When we are eating just fatty foods, so we are just increasing our weight. So that is known as obesity or obesity. So don't eat only fat rich. We have to eat a balanced diet and we have to just avoid this condition, that is the obesity. Okay, one extra information is there about the obesity, that when we are eating the fat rich food, okay, so don't eat the fast food and all, so your condition will same as this Bhujo. And the last point of our lesson is the deficiency diseases. So deficiency diseases means what? When we are not eating or we are not taking the nutrients in proper amount, so that diseases occurs and that are known as deficiency diseases. See, I have mentioned diseases that occur from the lack of an element. Actually element means our nutrient in the diet, usually a particular vitamin or minerals. Means deficiency diseases are actually related to the deficiency of vitamins and minerals. Means if the deficiency of carbohydrate, is it okay, that can be handled by the body, but if the deficiency of the vitamin or mineral is there, that cannot be handled by our body, and that diseases are known as deficiency diseases. Means we are eating the food that containing the carbohydrate, fats and proteins, but we are not eating the food that contains the vitamins and minerals, so we will get the deficiency diseases. So many deficiency diseases we have learned in this session of in a second session, that deficiency diseases caused by vitamins and minerals. Okay, so see, a diet lacking proteins may result in skin diseases, stunted growth, diarrhea, swelling of face and discoloration of hair. Means Vitamins and minerals are important, but still if the protein lacking is there, what are the diseases? Skin diseases, growth, that affect the growth, diarrhea, swelling of face, and discoloration of hair, that you have, I think, observed in your surroundings. Some people have the different kinds of hair, that is actually a discoloration that happen because of the deficiency of proteins, so that we can overcome that problems. Next one, if the diet is deficient in both carbohydrate and proteins, means the diet is not balanced diet, and that diet is in less amount of carbohydrate and proteins, that what will happen? So it may hinder the growth completely, and the person becomes so frail and lean that he or she might not even be able to move. Means, I said that we can overcome the problems if the carbohydrate and proteins deficiency is there, but the deficiency is in more amount, and both carbohydrates and proteins are not there, so that person cannot move. So that is one deficiency diseases related to the carbohydrate and proteins. And the deficiency diseases that deficient in vitamins and minerals that cause scurvy, goiter, anemia, that I have mentioned in the tables, so just read that tables. So from this we have just from this we can conclude that when the food is there, we have to eat a balanced diet. If you want to save from these deficiency diseases, you have to take the nutrients in proper amount, so we can free from these diseases. If you want to maintain your body healthy, you have to drink proper amount of water. You have to eat balanced diet. Okay, don't eat fast food, don't eat the uncovered food, that also affect your body. See the table that mention or that drawn in your textbook, so just read that. So vitamin A, B1, C, D, and minerals are there like calcium, iodine, and iron. So from that you can learn the deficiency diseases, because the deficiency of vitamins and minerals. Symptoms are also there. If the vitamin A deficiency is there, which symptoms or which disorder and the symptoms. So see, now we just discuss that. Vitamin A, loss of vision. I have already explained that loss of vision means we cannot see properly, and like a color blindness and night blindness is there. Then vitamin B1, that is the beriberi, means that person's muscles are very weak, so they cannot get energy to work. Then vitamin C is the scurvy, that this blood is coming out from the gum. Next one, vitamin D, that is rickets, that bones are just soft, so we cannot stand properly. Then the minerals are there. First one is calcium, that disorder is bone or tooth decay, means the health of the bones and tooth is very weak. The symptoms, see, the weak bones and tooth decay. Next one, iodine is there, so that is the goiter. I have already said that the glands in the neck appear swollen, and the mental disability in children. Next one is iron, that is anemia, disorder is anemia. So we can find out with the help of that weakness. The person which have anemia is always weak. And see the pictures. First one is your scurvy, sorry, first one is your beriberi. See, I have seen vitamin B1. If vitamin B1 is in deficient amount, the beriberi happen. See the weak muscles, if you just pinch that body, so one round is just there, so that is about the beriberi. See the scurvy, blood is coming out from the gum. This one is goiter, that is, see the swollen neck is there, like that lady is just swallowing the ball. Say the normal person's legs and the rickets legs are there, because the bones are softened. See the rickets. and last one is anemia, means what? The red blood cells are in less amount. So I hope that you have understand all the deficiency diseases that actually happen because of the deficiency of one or more nutrients. So if you don't want this type of deficiency diseases, you have to eat a balanced diet. So I hope that you have understand the whole lesson. We will just revise from starting. See, in this lesson we have learned about the meal, okay, different kinds of dishes made from different kinds of ingredients. Next, the Indian map that showing the diversity of food. Next one, we have learned about the definition of nutrients. Two definitions are there, you can write any one. Then which nutrients are there? So 5 nutrients are there, that is carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, mineral, and the water and roughage. So carbohydrate, that is energy giving food, and examples are there. Next one, fats, same energy giving food but more than carbohydrates, and these are some examples. Next one, we have learned about the proteins, that is known as bodybuilding food, that helps in the growth of your body and repairing of your cells, body cells. Then the examples are there from plant sources and animal sources. Next, we have learned about the vitamins and minerals that are known as protective foods. See the table, we have one by one we have discussed about that. Still, if you have any doubt, you can ask in comment box. See the sources of different kinds of vitamins, that is vitamin A and B, C and D. Next, we have learned about the minerals, same as the vitamins, that known as a protective food. Then 5 minerals are there, that is calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, sodium and potassium, that also protects our body from different diseases. Then we have learned this table, we have discussed this table. Some sources of iodine, sources of phosphorus, then iron and calcium. Next, we have learned about the roughage and water. Okay, same as nutrient, these roughage and water are also important. Next, the new point we have learned, that is balanced diet. Balanced diet means what? The food items are there which has the nutrients in proper amount. You can also remember the definition of balanced diet in your own words, don't copy as it is. Then the balanced diet percentage we have learned. Then while cooking we have to take care of these things, that 4 to 5 points are there. Next, if we are eating particular one kind of nutrients, so what will happen? So this is about the fats. If we are eating the fats, if you want more energy, no, so that one condition, that is the obesity. Then we have learned again about the deficiency diseases, but here we have learned about the proteins and carbohydrate also, not only about the vitamins and minerals. See this table, and these are some pictures of deficiency diseases. Now in this session we have completed our lesson. So in summary, that page number 16 of your textbook, see the summary is there, that what we have learned in this lesson. So we have learned about the major nutrients, and in addition food also contains dietary fibers and water. Then one by one we have learned about each and every nutrient. Then balanced diet and deficiency diseases. So I hope that now there is no any difficulty to solve your exercise. Okay, in next session we will discuss about the exercise. So before that, just before writing your exercise, first read the lesson properly, complete your short notes. Okay, read this or learn this session again and again, and then start to solve this exercise. If you have any doubt in the exercise, just leave that. Okay, and if you have any doubt, you can ask in comment box. So I hope you have understand this lesson. Thank you.